6 AM. It's gonna rain tonight. Now we don't have any loan payments today. We will on the next night. So £34 property maintenance. We can go and have a look at contracts. I don't expect there to be an awful lot. Oh, there's a couple of line contracts. That's 16,000. I could do those two. 38 and 40 is right down on the bottom left of the map. Okay, let's do both of those. Because now we have a big spreader. That's not a problem. So that's those. We'll check the store. So that's about to disappear. That's where we got up to. So there is a £67,000 harvester. A little on the small side. What is it? 8,500. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't need one this year. There's a flatbed. Very nice. There is a thing, which is a thing which throws manure around. That's quite small. It's only 18,000. Auger wagon. That's an auger wagon. Dude, that's got like no volume. I think I'm right in saying that has no volume. Oh, I see. So that is an auger. That's an auger. Yeah, you tip stuff into the back of that so you can gain height to load it into something else. That's a cedar, that's a tree thing, that's a forklift, yes. That's an auger wagon, again 300 horsepower. Didn't we have one of those? Yeah, we had this one. This one's 300 horsepower and 46,000. This one is 34,000 best. Still takes 300 horsepower to run that auger, but it's a lot smaller. And then we have a thing for sugar beets and a thing for a a mower for a forage harvester. So instead of using the Valtra, I could just mow and collect with that instead. Not going to bother, but it suddenly becomes an option. Okay, so we need, what do we need? We need, actually I need my little orange tractor, which is awkward because I put the Axion in the way. So I'm going to put this by the house. I mean, I don't have to use the little orange tractor, but the situation does appear that this is seriously cheaper to fix than any of my other tractors. Okay, that was a little bit weird. Okay. We'll get that filled with lime again. the weather, because it's a little disturbing. Oh, excuse me. Going to be sunny into tomorrow, then it's going to rain for most of August. That's most unfortunate. So we really, really, really need to get this moving. Oh, 12,000 litres, yes, of course. We had some lime left over, which is obviously why I can fill this thing up completely. Now, we don't know how much lime we're going to use on these two contracts. I might need to go buy some more. I'm hoping I don't. So, yeah. I don't think I can get... If I go straight down, I have to work my way through the yard to the south of us, get onto the street to get down to Field 40. Now, Field 40 is the one we just did. So that's good. Anyway, let's go. Cab drive. So yeah, 38 and 40 look like they're down towards the bottom of the map. 9 o'clock is when it's going to rain, which is going to be a little bit awkward. But yeah, this is probably going to end up as, for these sorts of jobs, our go-to tractor. And I'm not planning on adding any extra. Might add the front loader to it. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good plan. If a telehandler comes up in the store, it would probably behove us to get that instead of using a front loader tractor. Yay! I could get a skid steer if all I'm going to be doing is moving pallets around the yard to unload into doodads things. Does this go straight across? It does. Whoa. Go, go, go. Straight past the dairy. Okay, so 40 is at the end of this track. And it's the one we just cultivated. Oh, come on. You can do this. Then... oh, it's quite a long way to Field 40. And then 38 is across the top. That's nice. Now hopefully this isn't too low in pH.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know, like...
We'll get this all done. And then I think once these contracts are done, we can go straight on to August. We'll have to fertilize our field, and it will probably be time to start cutting the grass and sticking that in a silage bunker. So we'll see how that all works out. Oh, now the funny thing is we did cultivate this in a north-south direction, and once we claimed the contract it has changed it to an east-west predominantly, I think, by the looks of it. It's hard to tell. Anyway, let's I wonder if the slow rate of application is actually down to the mod and not down to the not down to the field's pH level. Who knows? Okay, that's once round. Going to go round second headland in the opposite direction. Already 37% complete, that's good. What I'll probably do is do an outside turn. Oh, come on, little thing. Yeah, I'm actually surprised how little lime we're using here. I kind of hazard a guess that the Kubota spreader would be using far more in this situation. I guess the big tell will be when we do our own fields and are actually precision farming it all. I think for right now, whoa, nearly missed the turn. Kind of coming out okay here. I kind of feel this is almost fertilizer levels of rate of usage. Anyway, I will finish this off running north to south. I haven't seen a recent update for how far we got yet. A little bit narrower than I'm used to. That might be what the issue is that the Kubota spreads to about 48 meters. This is only 36. So far less width on this. And I think now that we're able to do silage contracts, they do bring in an absolute ton in cash. The farm will expand quicker, and I'll probably end up less concerned with how much it costs me to maintain my tractors. So I'll start doing frivolous things like putting GPS on all the ones that do field work. I'll put loader arms on at least one of them, and we'll see how things work out as the farm progresses. But I kind of expect us to be I mean, we definitely bought one new field this year. We happened to buy one which had nothing in it. this could be a candidate as well, because we're not in planting season yet. But it's a long way from the farm, and I don't want to be planting grass for the winter and then having to haul grass halfway across the map to load the silage bunker. It's a pain to have to do these fields with bale contracts. Not too bad, because obviously I can cart 28 bales at a time. 5,500 litres is I want to say about over 130,000 litres of hay or straw or whatever. So it's not like it's that bad. Loading wagons, if I'm hauling, typically I don't bale hay, or I haven't in the past. I could bale hay on bale contracts now, but doing a bale contract for hay, I can actually do that in the loading wagon, but I've only been shipping 35,000 litres, which is 3 trips in the loading wagon, what is 1 in the bale cart. 92%. And I always say that the fewer trips I need to make, the better, which is why having the Axion with the big carts is definitely going to make my job less frustrating. Did I miss the "you are done" message? Nope, there it is. Okay. And we've used 641 litres of lime on this field. Don't know why. But as I said, we'll find out when we start doing our fields. We won't be doing those until after the next cut. So we've got the summer cut. Once we do the fall cut, we'll be out liming the grass fields. And I don't know whether to lime the maize fields once we've cut them, or once we've done the grass. I'll check the lime levels once we've foraged the corn or the maize, and see if I want to do it then, or if I want to do it after the grass cut next year, or possibly after the next maize cut next year. I think that's the field I want to be in, and I completely... Oh, okay. I completely dancing tractored it. Okay. Another fairly quick job here. And the nice thing is lime is very cheap, so I'm not really in too bad of a situation. I don't think I want to cook that. Yeah, lime is the cheapest of the additives, unless you talk manure from cows or pigs, which is obviously relatively free, and goodness me. Definitely having a little bit of a struggle up this hill. Now potentially I may get something in the 250 range that could take over doing this from this tractor. And I might mean getting rid of this tractor eventually. And just trading up for something in the 250 range to do these sorts of jobs. But it can still do things like tedding and baling. Having a little cheap tractor for those things is definitely going to save us money. Like I say, it's the phases of a farm's age. We've now got all the equipment we need to actually make it quite efficient to make money. Obviously with 3 times time, I can't do 50 contracts in a day. Typically I can get about 6, which is what my contracting mod allows me, or I've set up to allow me to do. So I can take on 6 contracts in the morning and we can pretty much get them done by the end of the day. Not quite like Maypole, where I can do as many contracts as I like, but I can only do 1 day of them. We could do much more than 6 on that farm, but we couldn't do multiple days of contracts. I haven't put that rule in place for this playthrough, so I can do contracts every day. I just have to get them completed before the end of the month. So all the contracts I take today must be finished by tonight. Could do a harvesting contract, but I have to borrow the harvester. Really, right at this point, I kind of want to be moving on, getting some more our farm stuff done, as opposed to everybody else's farm stuff done. 43% already, that's good. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and overcook that turn. Okay, this can now just be a straight up and down again. I did look at what was on sale in the store, didn't I? Yeah, there was nothing really that took my fancy, so... Yeah, because one of the thoughts I had, I could either put a mowing head on the forage harvester or a collector head on the forage harvester, which means I would still have to mow. It would sort of eliminate my ability to do hay, although we still have the mowing kit with the Valtra. However, I would not need a loading wagon, except to do hay, and I could get out of using a loading wagon completely. If I'm foraging grass and maize with the forage harvester, then I don't need a loading wagon, and for contracts I can use the baler. It's a thing I could do. I might wait until I get a more modern forage harvester in order to do that, because we can get wider headers on that. Okay. Little tractor struggles. One thing I did consider, mounting large tractors. Do have that. That's 200 there. That's 260 horsepower, and it's a big, heavy, hulking thing. But I kind of would like one of those. But I think I would. I sort of want to see it in a store sale. One, it's an older model, so it's not the sort of thing you'd see brand new on the forecourt in 2023. But also, that was not straight. You can fit a front loader to it, and it's a big, chunky tractor that you don't